Hello everyone and welcome to the final lesson in Nutrition Basics. This is Unit 4, Workout Nutrition, Lesson 3, Recovery. So this lesson has very little to nothing to do with actual nutrition, but recovery is an important part of this topic. So here we are. No matter what your goals are, recovery is the key to success. So everyone thinks working hard in the gym or whatever it is they're doing, exercise-wise, is what's getting them their results, but recovery is what gets you those results. That time in between one workout and the next. So nutrition boosts recovery, but it's not the only thing we need to focus on. So if we're really going to talk about workout nutrition, we need to talk about recovery, and it's wholesome. Sleep is the number one thing. So 8 to 10 hours is what they recommend. It is so not realistic. So 6 to 8 hours is enough to recover from most workout training programs. If you're an elite athlete competing at a high level, you really need to get that 8 to 10 hours. You're probably not watching this video. That said, anytime that you get less than 8 hours, I recommend you get a 10 to 20 minute nap. Longer than that is going to create a perpetual cycle of not sleeping well at night. Shorter than that, and you probably are going to feel just as crappy. It takes work, but like all things, what you put into it, you get out. Sleep debt, I could write a whole article on sleep debt and how bad it is. I'm not going to. It's destructive. It's hard to pay back. So if you have a really poor relationship with sleep, aka me, you need to fix that. I personally hate sleeping, and it's been a lot of work to get myself into a healthy routine. So moving on, getting into a sleep routine that works for you is critical. Some tips though: keep your room as dark as possible and cool. In the mid 60s or lower is what they recommend. If you're on thirds, invest in a blackout blinds, sleep with the air conditioner running or a fan on. It's pretty cold out right now. It's winter time, but if you're watching this in the summertime, you're going to want a cool room. Disconnect from electronics at least 30 minutes before bed. This is everything from TV to laptops to phones. Just turn your phone off, plug it in somewhere else, get a different kind of alarm clock. You'll think yourself. You don't need to know what happens on Facebook right before bed. You'll see it in the morning, and even though it might take a little bit of time to let go of that attachment, you'll feel really, really good doing so. And the last thing is just to clear your mind. And it's possible to completely empty your mind, but if you have something that you're sitting there dwelling on, write it down, get it out of your head. Positive affirmations before bed can be helpful. Journaling can be helpful. But just know that there's nothing that can be done. You can't control anything. It's time for sleep. So put it down, pick it back up tomorrow. This goes right into meditation. So meditation is not exclusive to any specific religion. One big hang-up people get is like, oh, this is against my religion. It's not against a single person's religion. It's been around since the beginning of time. Naturally, we crave time alone, quiet with our thoughts, just as much as we crave time together. Our society doesn't allow one. So the benefits here are immense, physically and mentally. Stress levels can have a negative impact on both your mental and physical recovery, so this is a great way to reduce stress and improve your focus. Meditation is hard, so starting small and having zero expectations and passing no judgment is key. You can work up from there, but honestly, for most people, 10 minutes a day is going to be a huge benefit. And the last thing we'll talk about is play. So there's this thing called active rest, and I used to actually talk about active rest instead of play. And people are like, well, they treated it more like work, like an additional work thing they had to do, and like you had to do your stretching and your cardio and your weightlifting, and then active rest as well. And that is something I wanted to eliminate. This isn't work. This is you going out and living your life, instead of doing like you work a job, you're trying to stay fit, you're trying to be healthy, and you spend all your day focusing on this, and then you go to bed at night. What did you do? You can't do this for tomorrow. You have to live your life today. So do things you love every single day. Explore new things every single day. If you have children, let them be your guide, because they are better at playing than you will ever be. And they will help you reconnect with your own inner child and learn to just laugh and enjoy the moment and focus on play. So whatever it is, there's a long list of things. It can be sports related, it can be non-sports related. You know, if you have a camera, go on a nature walk. I mean, literally, there is nothing off limits here. But don't just go home and sit at home and do nothing on your days off. Be physically active in a way that's fulfilling. And you realize that you're doing all this for a reason, and that's so you can live a better life. So, last reminder, if you're on YouTube, go to www.returntofit.com, click on free courses, and come to this lesson, and you get your free downloads. The recovery guide has foam rolling, mobility, stretching. It has links to videos in the guide itself. There's a couple shake recipes and a summary of all this information. I appreciate your guys' time and patience, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I am looking for suggestions on my next free course, so you can message me on Facebook. You can message me at Coach Sabin at returntofit.com. You can text me. My number is in the contact page on the website. I appreciate that. And if you guys want anything more, there's 3 programs available, as well as the blog has a lot of articles. I put a lot of content on Quora and Facebook, and I'm starting to get back into Twitter. So just let me know what you need, and we'll deal with it. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube if you're on YouTube. I appreciate that.